Hey there, guys. So today we have another blind battle beers, and this is between two generally mild beers, I would say, from two different countries. We have Kölsch and Blonde Ale, so Germany and America. So this is Gaffel Kölsch, which is a pretty interesting style. It is a beer that uses an ale yeast, but then is lagered for an extended amount of time, like a lager. So in the end, it's still an ale, but sort of that mix between the two. It is a beer that is specific to Cologne or Köln in Germany. Based on the Kölsch Convention, there are around 20 breweries around Köln that brew Kölsch. Otherwise, you're brewing a Kölsch style ale. It is specific to the city. You get the appellation of Kölsch because you have it from the Kölsch Convention. So then we also have Victory Summer Love, which is an American blonde ale. It's probably going to be a little bit more malt accentuated. I'll link you guys to the basic beers I did for it. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Let's get the blindfold on. Let's dig into the two beers. So let's see how this goes. All right. So actually, yeah, let me mix them up a little bit more while I keep talking. Again, I did the basic beers on blonde ales. The Kölsch, on the other hand, is going to be relatively light. Like basically, it's a light, highly attenuated, hop forward kind of beer. But the both beers again are just going to be a little bit tricky for some people to pick out because they just are in general a little light. So on flavor. So let's get digging this one. Yeah, I'm getting like a grainy malty sweetness. It's just maybe a touch of floral character. There's just not much to say. I mean, yeah, cheers. It's hard. Wow, this is really, really hard. Jeez. But up front, again, more of that grainy sweetness. There is a little bit of a soft malt character to it. You get a little bit of grassy hop on the finish. Nice kind of rounded kind of mouthfeel to it. A little bit of kind of soft quality. In general, pretty mild, mild in general. Not too much bitterness to speak of. Decently dry in the finish, with a touch of a little bit more sweetness on the back end. I don't even know what I'm maybe gonna guess that's the gaffel. Let's dig into this one. Okay, this one's a lot more fruity. Wow. This smells a lot more hop forward. You're getting tons of this kind of like, not fruity, hop forward. It's more like tons of big pop of floral action, grassiness. It's a really delicate kind of sweet, herbaceous kind of thing. Again, just like sweet grass and that beautiful kind of like a perfumey floral note. Even maybe a touch of spice. So this one jumps out with a good amount of bitterness, actually. A lot more bitter than this one. The bitterness actually lingers throughout. The malt is actually less obvious because of the bitterness dominating the beer. Bitterness up front, again, it's like more like grassiness, a little bit of like earthy and herbaceous thing driving throughout. More of that big, actually, like, take it back, it's more like this just big grassiness, and it's like a bitter grassiness. You get a little bit of grainy sweetness in the middle. Mouthfeel is a little less soft in this one. Again, the bitterness on the bitterness and the grassiness on the finish lingers on even more. Nice and dry. Again, pronounced by the bitterness without being overwhelming, but really taken aback by the malt. This one's more malt dominant. Yeah, this one has a little bit of even a light fruity quality that sometimes Kölsch tend to have. So I'm gonna guess this one is the Gaffel Kölsch. This one's gonna be the Victory Summer Love. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. All right, got him. All right, that wasn't necessarily too hard, but yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, again, they're both generally pretty mild beers. I was actually quite surprised by how much bitterness showed up at the victory by the Summer Love. But two generally pale beers, moderate in alcohol. They're gonna have some amount of hopping. It's just sort of a can be confusing. But glad I picked them out. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know if you have any ideas for more of these beers, blind beers later.